Hey, it's your boy Crypto Expat Life, back with another video. In this video, we're going to talk about a game-changing update. This is massive news for baked beans. Okay, so you want to stick around and listen to what is about to happen in baked beans. Okay, so let's roll that intro and let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to subscribe. I do these giveaways every now and again, and let's do the last video, which was this one, which was yesterday, which is only I uploaded this last night, and it's about 10 o'clock now, so I'm punching this video out early, and the people that did comment, well, guess what, they're gonna have a chance to win. So let's just draw that now. So we had 25, let me have a look, 25 comments. Okay, so good luck. Healthy relaxation, and they said, I like the info, please give us an update on roast beef, but they did leave their address, so they did win. So I will send you 10 BUSD, congratulations, and let's get into the update. So baked beans, the latest AMA, which was yesterday, it was about an hour and a half long, and I listened to that right through. And what they're doing is they are going to, but wait, before I get into it, I do want to say that look at this contract this morning. It's 34.83. It just keeps on growing, guys. You know, in my last video, I talked about this peak, right? And it just keeps on going up. And this is BNB Miner. This is a year old. All right, so we're still reaching this peak up here. We don't know how high this peak is going to go. Eventually, it's going to bottom out, right, and then it's going to slowly decline, and it's going to look like this. However, right now with baked beans, it's still going up. You know, we're at what are we now? 34,814 BNB, which is 14,629,204.02. Wow, that's crazy. So who knows? We could get to 50k. Who knows? We could get to 100k. I don't know. But I do know that at some point it will top out and then start to go like this. But I don't think it's going to happen for a while. In fact, I don't think it's going to happen for a fair while, because the update is that they are bringing out a new miner. So they're going to bring out another miner. Now, I was against this at the beginning because I don't like it when they do multiple miners. It just looks like a money grab, and they're just just bleeding the community. However, this new miner, they wouldn't say what chain it's on, but I think it could be Avalanche. I'm just guessing. I don't know. And it's they're testing it right now. All right, and now, from what I learned, from what I heard from the AMA, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, leave some comments. But they said that a portion of that in the new mine, a portion of it, like the dev fee, is going to go back into baked beans.
So with the design of the platform, BNB of baked beans, there's no such thing as joining late, and we all know that, which is great, which is what I love about this project. But with this thought in mind, and a new miner coming in, what's the incentive for us as investors, to put money in the new miner as well, right? Like I get that it's a different network, and it'll bring us new investors that are not BNB users. Maybe if it's Avalanche, let's say, it'll bring in that side of the group. But for me, as a baked bean investor already, what's the incentive to also invest in the other miner?
So yeah, a lot of people like to be early in these things. If the understanding you've been in a few mining platforms and stuff, especially before sort of baked beans took off and became big, and now there's all of these. When I first got into Moonarch, I was like 20, 25 miners, right? Now there's like 100. This is what's happening. Actually turning into like sort of minor season. it's good. It's better to be early, because then you start accumulating from a much earlier stage and compounding, and you accumulate faster. Like, not faster, but it's that whole mental thing where you get in earlier, and then you see it grow and come to develop with it. The other thing is, why not try and earn money on multiple platforms? Like, you got AVAX is sitting at $77 at the moment, I think. But you've got some technical analysis that looks like it's going to hit around $130, $140. You've got Crow that people are estimating are going to hit $18, up to $708, its all-time high, and then pass it to $2,000. You've got so many different avenues and options for more earning growth for your portfolio, and you should never have all your eggs in one basket anyway. So if we can provide 5, 6, 8 one basket anyway, so if we can provide 5, 6, 8, 10 miners that all have a couple of stable coins, a couple of other coins, all that sort of proper coins, then I don't know. I'd much prefer to have $100 in 10 projects than $1,000 in one project.
Better to have
releasing all these things to make the original miner, which is Baked Beans, which is this, more sustainable long term, as long as they can. And this new miner, I don't know what they're going to call it, is the dev fee is going to come into Baked Beans. Now, I think it was like 10%. I could be wrong. It was late when I did listen to that AMA. But if you know the actual dev fee that's going to be coming out of the new miner back into Baked Beans, let me know. But they wouldn't say like what this new miner is going to be called. So I thought I would give you some examples of what this new miner could be called. So let's have a look at those new miners' potential names. The guy that owns Baked Beans, he's Australian, so that's why I've kept it to an Australian theme. Vegemite miner, guaranteed to taste like shit. Okay, so these are all Vegemite. If you don't know, Vegemite is like an Aussie concoction. It's been around. It tastes like shit, but it's from Australia. So that's a Vegemite miner. I don't know. Someone mentioned that. It would be a funny name though. The next one, croc miner. No swimming here. Okay, so there's big crocs, really big crocs up north in Australia. You just do not want to swim at all in the beach or in the river. Big red miner. Skippy ain't got shit on me. Okay, so Big Red is a breed of kangaroos. So I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe that might call it Big Red miner. Koala bear miner, protected species, tax exemption. So koala bear, you guys know about koala bears if you're an Aussie. And last but not least, NZ miner. Cook me some eggs, bro. So there's a lot of Kiwis in Australia. They're not part of the wildlife, but there's a lot of them. So I thought, you know what? Let's call it NZ miner. But honestly, guys, I don't know what they're going to call it, and I don't know what chain it's going to be on. But I do know that this miner, they said that it's going to feed Baked Beans, and they never want Baked Beans to die or last as long as they can. So, with the amount of money that's already in Baked Beans and the amount of money that is going to, come into it with this new miner, I will say that this is going to be a good thing for Baked Beans. All right, it's going to be a good thing for Baked Beans, and I will say that they're testing it at the moment. I don't know when they're going to finish, but it's going to be launched very, very, very soon. So if you're not in Baked Beans, I don't know why you're not in Baked Beans. This is like the biggest one. It's got the most money, and why would you get into other ones that are new that have basically the same as Baked Beans and they're only got like a small amount of money in the contract? It's very risky, whereas this has got a lot of money in the contract. In my opinion, it's way more safer. And now with this new miner, even the new miner that's going to come out, it's going to be like there's going to be millions that are going to pour into that because people want to get in early with that one as well. So the more people that get into the new miner, guess what? The dev fee is going to feed into the original miner. It's going to be like a win-win, right? So if you still haven't joined Baked Beans, my link is below. I will get a referral commission, but I think it's at this point it's going to be a game-changing addition. It's going to just make Baked Beans, the original Baked Beans miner, even stronger and last even longer. and then you can get into the new one to make even more gains. So let me know your thoughts below. Are you in baked beans? You know, where are you at? If you haven't joined yet, obviously link in the description, and look forward to the next update, and hopefully when that new miner launches, we'll get into it. Can't wait. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and